but let them have the virtual reality. It's all, there are shapes also, there are so many good ready-made, it's ready to use in Nearpod. So please explore it. The next one is here. I just gave a question like, do you take a risk when climbing a mountain? Just you can ask the questions like this. If any one of you just give an answer, no problem. Just it is, you can give the answer and answers will be visible here. So this was you can say it as a open-ended question and collaborative question. Thank you for giving the answer. So this is the way you can do it. So you can ask the open-ended question and the collaborative board questions here. You can use it. The next is time to reflect, the end of the lesson. End of the lesson, you can give them a drawing like how can responsible risk taking fuel for your growth mindset. See, for teaching and learning, first thing we all know that we should have the growth mindset, then only we can achieve something. So I just, innovation will not, we cannot innovate in our classes, we cannot bring innovation if we don't have the growth mindset. We have to unlearn many things because now it is completely changed. So for that I just gave some activity, one activity, but it is just to show that in the last of your plenary you can give this question like that, and you can give a draw activity in Nearpod just to show that, and there the all children responses will be visible. I think I will move to the next one. Some are drawing, but I will not wait. I'm so sorry. Because I know we have to finish it here. So I will move to the next one just to give an idea. So let's apply what we have learned. Now this I want to show you. This is a, wait. This is same like quizzes in Nearpod. It is called time to climb activity. Okay, and time to climb, please join it, it's just a general, I have just put 2 questions only, but I just want to give you an idea what is time to climb activity. And my students are thank you for joining, my students are really loving it. Do you know, here the different characters will come, and as soon as different characters will come, they all will climb the mountain. So that is why the name is time to climb. So all the quizzes is there, the same quiz is there, and but children really love it. So I will, only 2 have joined. Okay, I will just start and you just see how this activity goes. See, on the side the question will be appear for the teacher. Do you think digital tool helps for better teaching? I just gave one question, and see, oh, the both cartoons are going up together. Children love this. This what tool is useful for making this. So we just I gave although my questions are not very good, but this is the way you can make your subjective questions. So these are, whoever has done it in minimum time, that will be shown up, have the maximum points up. So this is the way to be done. Sorry, so just I want to end this here, that technology can never replace our great teacher, but technology in hands of great teacher can be transformational. So we have to use this technology. We all are great teachers, we have so much of experience. Let's use technology and transform our children, and never stop learning. Still every day, believe me, I have started using Nearpod from last 2 months, but I am still learning and exploring in Nearpod till now. So please never stop learning, then only we can achieve and we can learn everything. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nina ma'am, for giving me this platform. Thank you all the teachers for keeping patience and listening to all the tools. I know you all are using maximum of these tools, but still I want to revise because maybe some of you have not explored 1 or 2 tools. So I just want to give them again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prachi ma'am, for the awesome presentation. And your note in the end was really good, that, technology can never replace teachers, but technology in the hands of teachers will be transformational. Amazing. It's amazing. And it's like, if I talk about myself in the beginning, and when I had started my center, it was always like I was so closed for technology. I said, this can never take place. I was so hands-on, always doing something with the children. And I said, where is the socio-emotional aspect that will happen online with the children? But since the past 6 months, I'm at it. Like, I want to learn so many tools out there. And it has been a great learning from you and Winnie ma'am about all the tools and technologies and the techniques that we can use online. It's just wonderful. Wheel of names and the Nearpod and Climb. That amazing, amazing. The tools are amazing. And of course, while the presentation was going on, there were a lot of questions. So I'll just ask you randomly. There was a question whether Nearpod is a payable site or, is it free site?
It is a free site. It is a free site, and especially the video, some videos are there. Please explore it. The videos with the questions are there. If you will, they will start the video, and all the topics are maximum covered in that. Please explore it. It's a free version, but the only thing is when there is some GB storage is a problem for there. So whenever you take 3 or 4 suppose presentation, then you have to delete one, because if it contains heavy videos. Otherwise it's a free, completely free.
And what about the other apps, ma'am? Wheel of Names.
Other apps all are free. All are free. And
okay.
all are free. No, Padlet. I think 3 to 5 slides are allowed. My many teachers have not are not using paid version. They are using it, deleting it. So every day they are using it. Yeah, they are using like that. It's a free one.
Yeah, you can download the Padlet into PDF, save it somewhere, and then delete the previous one and reuse it. You can do that. You can modify it further.
Thank you, Winnie ma'am.
There is a lot of exploring habit required on part of the education community, especially teachers.
And we have to take risk also, ma'am.
We have to take risk, and we have to be willing to fail, fall, try again. It's so important. And while beginning this Zoom meeting, let me tell you, I have not moderated a meeting. This is my first meeting as a moderator, and I was struggling with the glitches and the buttons and everything, muting, unmuting, and sharing. But we need to get into that mode of showing our vulnerability.
True.
That we don't know. It's okay. We don't know. It's okay. But we learn from there. Innovation starts from the first step, saying and willing to say that I don't know and I'm here to learn. The moment the moment you open yourselves, then there is no end to it. Then you are in that exploration mode, isn't it? Winnie ma'am, there were a lot of questions and of course requests also that if Winnie ma'am could share some more insights which are happening in her school. Besides,
I was just looking at when I was listening to Prachi ma'am, when ma'am said something about objectives, because I being into the supervisory role as an SLT member, I do enter into a lot of lessons of the teachers. So I get to see so many things in the lesson, and every teacher has a different way of, conducting a lesson. So as ma'am said, objective is very, very important. Just want to tell you, when you say objective, it has to be, as Prachi ma'am was saying, very specific. Please make a note of this. I had put that acronym there, SMART, SMART objective. So the objective has to be specific. It has to be measurable. A stands for achievable. Okay, you need to make sure that you cannot give too many things to the students. So it needs to be realistic. R stands for realistic, and T stands for time related, time bound. It should be timely. Now I can't teach everything within that given 40-minute period. I can't teach everything. So I need to see, is my objective smart enough so that by the end of the lesson, I should be able to say, I have achieved, and not only the students, as we do the plenary of AFL tools, when we do an exit ticket, I'm sure some of you are aware of the term exit ticket. End of the lesson, you put an exit ticket. Let every student tell you, I can. So by the end of the lesson, that I can statement should come out from the student saying, I can add 2-digit numbers. I can add 2-digit numbers, and I can do mixed operations. So whatever objective you've shared, by the end of the lesson, the students should be able to express by the end of the lesson, I can. So if that I can is achieved, that is your success, and your teaching has been effective and the learning has been effective. That's it. So if you are able to share a SMART objective with your students, that's amazing. So whenever you plan your lesson, make sure that your objectives are SMART. Don't add too many things. Little, because most of the time we say, let's teach this less, because it's rightly said, less is more. It's always less is more. So don't teach too much, teach less, but make it so effective that it goes lifelong for the children, lifelong. Even in the dream, if you ask them, they should be able to answer you, this is the answer to that question. So they don't have to mug it up. When they explore, they learn. So that should be the pattern of teaching now. Let's change the trend. And thank you, Nina ma'am. It's a wonderful platform, where we can actually share so much. And you've interacted with our students. So our students are so much into Lego and robotics, and they are exploring so many things. Those little minds are always thinking. So
yes,
they ask
so
wonder.
interactive, and they were so free with me. Like even me taking the class for the first time with them, it never seemed like that they were interacting with me for the first time. It was like we have been talking along for a long time.
Yes.
So,
and I shared a feedback with you.
Yes.
I did share a feedback with you.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
that was a plenary. We didn't have to tell them. They immediately took their reflection sheets and started writing. Miss Nina, your story board was very interesting. We found this interesting, that interesting. Children must become used to all this. They should be able to express. We should now, the term teacher is changed now. We are just facilitators there, sitting there, standing there to tell them what to do and let them do it on their own. Yes, I think we have another speaker, right, ma'am?
Yeah, the speaker, Miss Nusrat Sultana, there has been a technical glitch with
Okay.
her. So we will, maybe some other time, we'll invite her to the forum. So I think do we have any other questions to be taken? So that
I hope everybody got the document. I have shared PDF, also Word document also I have shared.
we had a wonderful presentation over here by Prachi ma'am and Winnie ma'am, with a lot of explorations and with a lot of learnings. And I'm sure
I'll just share my screen, Miss Nina, for a little bit of thing which might help my teachers here. I mean, the team here. Just a small little thing which just might help them. So have a look at this. Something that you can do with your students without any delay. These are some small things that we do continuously in our school. Anytime, every time. Our children are so used to the word kind, so kindness matters. So this is something which we keep doing. As I told you, PAL is ongoing, kindness is ongoing. We don't wait for the chance, we just find some moment and so our children are all the time, even if they find the little bird which is injured, they bring the bird in, heal the bird, try to put some ointment, and they click pictures and say, ma'am, yesterday I found an injured bird and now the bird is able to fly or maybe able to walk. So those small moments we keep capturing, because we need to teach our students how to be kind. So kindness matters. Build this into your lesson plans, let it be integrated into your lesson plans. And then we have something called character strengths. Another very, very important thing to do. Identify your students in your class. How many students are persistent, how many are brave, how many are curious, how many are creative, and grant them these stickers. This is how you build characters in your students, and this is a lifelong learning for the children. And these are the salient features. since ours is a CBSE school, but still we have enriched curriculum. We don't stick by that by all those objectives of CBSE. We have benchmarked it with our curriculum standards of UAE. And the core values we keep in our lessons are like peace, tolerance, kindness. Okay, everything that you do in our lessons has to be somewhere related to all this. So let all this flow into your lesson. And I'm very happy to share with you that all this is our staff, our teachers, and all our teachers are UNCC accredited teacher. I will share a link with all of you. Please try and do a sustainable diet course, which will actually bring in a certificate from UNCC to you, and you will be a UNCC accredited teacher. There's no cost involved in it. Just have to spend half an hour. 5 basic courses you will do, and you will get a certificate which you can add to your profile. I will share the link with you, Miss Nina, which everybody can take, or maybe you can circulate it if you want.
Sure, ma'am. This will definitely help a lot of teachers.
This is going to be a wonderful opportunity for all the people here on this platform today. All our teachers we have 275 teachers, and all of them are UNCC accredited teacher, and all our teachers are Microsoft teachers. We have innovative educator experts in our school. So our teachers have done these courses and have got these certificates also. So all the teachers are innovative educators in our school who have they are equipped to teach the students as per the 21st century skills. So this is something which I wanted to share with you. There is no end to learning. You can just go on. There is no end to learning. Keep learning. Keep learning. I mean, there's no end to it. Expeditionary learning approach is another approach in our schools, and somebody asked if you can share more strategies. Let me tell you, when you go out, don't go out for a picnic all the time with your students. Go with an objective. As Prachi ma'am said, everything should have an objective. Go with an objective. Wherever you are taking them, take an objective in your mind. Let your students explore that place with that objective in their mind. When they come back, use their learning in the lesson. So if they have been to, say, a park, they should go with an objective. What are we going to explore today? Maybe we are going to explore some plants today. When they come back and when you're taking them a plant lesson, you don't start. Let the children say, ma'am, we visited a garden and this is what we observed about the plants. So you don't have to do any teaching there. Your children will lead the lesson because they've already brought in some learning from outside. So that is called an expeditionary learning approach. This approach is again a very real life approach and a very real life learning opportunity for the students. Give them that opportunity. It's very, very good. Let children do some photography, let them capture some nice pictures, and you can bring in those pictures in the lesson. When you bring in what children have brought in, they learn better, they learn smartly, and your objectives are going to be achievable, very easily achievable. You don't have to struggle too much. Less efforts, effective learning will happen. That's what. Thank you, Nina ma'am.
Thank you so much, Winnie ma'am. This was just wonderful, especially the certified bit. I think it's going to really help teachers and support teachers because accreditation from United Nations is, yes, it's wonderful. So I think you have shared the link on chat also.
I will just put the link right away with you so that you all can do the course. Just do the 5 basic first courses, and this is going to help all of you. You will get a certificate. Please share the certificate with me. I will take these, I will put these certificates of yours in our website, and the names will go to UNCC. Said that particular teacher has, from that school, has done this course. So even if you're from India or anywhere in the world, your name will feature in the UNCC list, because we are already there because so many teachers have done it. So we are able to send out the names to them. So that's a benefit wonderful. That you, yeah. I'll just share the link in the.
Yeah. Since we have little more time, I'll share because Prachi ma'am, when you were sharing the wheel of names, I thought of sharing this wheel. So this wow. I had done around 2 years back, and this was like, is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So here the colors. I had actually literally gone to the carpenter, and this is like real hands-on learning. So this is a wooden board, if you see, and this particular pivot that is over here, I got it from the toy of my daughter. So I told him to fix it over here. And then the colors that you see over here, these are the levels. These are the levels of different children according to their mental capacity also. I don't go by the age. I never, in my Mind and Me classes, I never go by the age. It's a heterogeneous class. So everyone is like always wondering that how do you manage to grade 1 to grade 5 at the same time? But then the games are developed such that none of the children feel intimidated by the questions, because I know through my assessments or through my discussions and circle times what their mental capacities are. So I never pose a very difficult question to them which they might not answer. They choose. Sometimes they also choose. So we have the first the concentric circle. If I talk about the concentric circles, the first one is about the question words. So they start a question with why, when, so there's who, which, all those question words are there. And then, of course, if I discuss about this, then it will take really long. But yeah, so the second one is about synonyms. We go a little higher level, and suffix and prefix. And the third concentric is about act like, name or explain this word. So I'll have ready-made, immediately, whatever the pivot points at, I'll have that particular set of questions for them. And then we have the third one, which is starting a word with A or N or L. I'll ask questions based on the alphabet which is given over there, the letters which are given over there. And the last one is make a sentence or give 2 instructions or anything which they are prompted to think or even wonder, like Vinny ma'am, you had said, making the children think and wonder. So that has been my motive throughout Mind and Me whenever I develop any kind of game. So this was the English game that I had developed, and another game, since we have time, so I can share, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here it is, the mathematics.
Ma'am, same we can develop in Wheel of Games.
Yeah,
we can develop same, ma'am. There is a layers. You can develop as many layers as you want.
Yeah.
The same we can develop there.
Okay.
So we are getting idea from you. Now we will develop there.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great. So here, this is the maths disc, which I call. And then again, it has the levels. These are the different levels. So the level 1, the first one, the green one that you see, is like adding of 0 and plus 0 and minus 0, or plus 1 and minus 1. That is for the initial stage. Then plus 10, minus 10, then division. Again, children are really excited as to which operation is going to come, and then they have to think, and it's amazing. And then again 100. The next one is the pink one, the concentric, is about the time, conversion of times. Again, the level is increasing according to the concentric circle. So here, if it is 9 p.m., again, I have cue cards for them. Immediately, I have pink cue cards where if 9 p.m. comes, I will ask them plus 2 hours, what will it be? What will the time be? Or the 24-hour clock, conversion of time. So immediately they play, they learn the concept, and it's understood very well. So there's no effort, there's no writing happening. There's no writing happening. They're just playing, answering, and even if it is wrong,
Learning.
Yeah, it's accepted, and they learn from each other also. Arey, aise nahi hai, waise hai. Arey, tune ye nahi kiya. So it's like, learning from each other. And then it is a conversion of time, and then this meters and grams and milliliters, that unit also, unit of measurement. And the last one over here, again, that's the highest level of conversions that take place over here. So this I'll share one more, which is a
Yeah.
dodecagon. This is like I just ma'am, there must be something online also where rolling the dice or something.
Yeah, virtual dice is there, ma'am. Virtual dice is there.
Yeah. There's a virtual manipulative for math also, where they can roll the numbers and create their own problems.
Okay. Ma'am, could you share something more about it? Not the presentation, but if you have done it, could you share something?
We've done it in our math lessons. Because nowadays it's all virtual. So even if the students who are coming to the class for F2F sessions, we are not allowed to give them any manipulative in hand because of the distance that we are maintaining. So we're using a math manipulatives. It's a virtual dice where we just have to press the button, the dice rolls. So every student has it on her device, and we tell them to create their own word problems. So for example, if we have to tell them to create something on addition, they roll the dice, they get the number. So if they have to say for example, Nina had 5 chocolates, Prachi gave her, they roll the dice, they get 2. So Prachi gave her 2 more. So how many does she have now? So they create their own word problems using the virtual dice. So that's a virtual manipulative we're using in math these days. Yes.
All right. So here I have this. It's called a dodecagon. And again, I roll it. And the questions, again, the cue cards are there or ready-made questions are there, and immediately 10 plus 2 or whatever is similar to the disc which I had shown, very similar to this, but I give the children. So when they touch the dice and they roll it, it's really fun for them.
It's a good feel. Yeah. Children definitely enjoy.
Yeah. And then, of course, I have many of these according to the level. This is the basic, which starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, the basic single digit. And then I go to different levels. I have many more of these where the fractions are there. You know, they learn all this through games. So wonderful. I'm so glad that we had done this webinar on innovative learning.
I will just share something before we end, because it's a festive season and we all must go on a happy note. So while we're using, so all get set, go. If you can put on your camera, it would be nice, people. Let's do something. I'm going to roll my wheel. Whatever you get, you have to just do that. Okay, there's an activity. Okay. Pass on a smile, please. Put your cameras on. Okay, so we'll remove that and let's see what's next on the wheel. Play a guitar in the air, please. Come on, all of you can do it. Actually, you can do this with your students, where to break the monotony of the lesson in between as an just do this and they really come back to the mood of learning, you know.
Yes.
So we're left with two more,
3 more. I'm all for it.
Sing a song. I can't sing one. Anyone who can sing, please sing one song. Small.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Over the field we go,
laughing
all the way. Come on. Nobody knows. Come on, you all are better singers. And then the last one is, of course, running through. Your wonder word, please. Any word that makes you wonder right now. Just express
gratitude, innovation,
creativity.
Amazing tools.
Hey, anything else? Come on. Anybody can say. Wonder word.
One wonder word. Come on.
One wonder word.
Technology.
Wow.
Technology.
Roller coaster.
Oh yeah, we all are on the roller coaster, right? Yes, Nina ma'am, I must tell you, I'm traveling tomorrow to India. I'm coming for just 10 days. Okay, I'll be there in Missouri for 10 days. So it'll be nice. I'm so excited about, I postponed my journey for tomorrow because I had to attend this webinar and I wanted to be with such lovely people around. So that's it. And tomorrow I'll be flying. So that's it.
Wonderful. Hope we get to meet.
Yeah, I hope so.
So thank you, all the wonderful people who have been a part of this webinar on innovative teaching and learning. Let's get better day by day, because getting better and getting the best version of yourself is not, it does not happen in one day. Little thing better, little learning every day will take you there, will take us to the vision of innovative teaching and innovative learning. Thank you, resource persons, Winnie ma'am and Prachi ma'am, for this
Our pleasure,
wonderful.
Nina ma'am. Thank
Thank
you for
you,
this
Nina
wonderful
ma'am.
opportunity,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. People keep
Thank you.
planting, keep doing kindness, do the courses beautifully. Please share the certificates with Nina ma'am. She'll share it with me. And just keep learning. God bless
Bye-bye,
each one
everyone.
of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you may
Bye.
share
Bye,
the link
ma'am.
as Vincy ma'am, you asked that you will be sharing some link where we
I
can.
shared. You want me to share it once again?
Yeah, please do that, ma'am.
Sure. I'll do that, ma'am. Just give me a moment, please. I'll share it right away. I've put it there now in the chat box, and there, uncclearn.org. It's there in the chat box. Please take the link
Thanks,
from
ma'am.
there. You can complete the course, share the certificate. I will pass on the name to my principal, and your name will appear in the website and even with the UNCC, in the UNCC list.
Wow, thank
Yes.
you, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. You will get your certificates there and then.
How can we
Thanks.
share with you, ma'am? Sorry, how can we share with you our certificate?
Yeah, I will give my mail ID if you all want.
Please,
Yeah?
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in the chat box, vinny.a_kgs@gemsedu.com. VINY Vinny.
Okay, thank you.
Today we have sent the first lot of names to the Khalij Times, the local newspaper. Prachi ma'am must be knowing Khalij Times. So around
Yes, ma'am.
2,000 names have already gone in Khalij Times for the people who've done this course. So next could be yours. Please do the course.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Wish you lots of innovation and creativity ahead.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.